UCLA Nimoy Theater. And for those of you who don't know who the late Leonard Nimoy was, make sure you add some Star Trek episodes in your streaming platform. And then you can also watch some exclusive sports content as well. But this amazing, amazing theater is made possible by UCLA, which I'll talk a bit more about later. But let's set the foundation for today's conversation. Consider the economic contributions of the sports and entertainment industry in Los Angeles. Just last year, according to LAEDC Sports in the Los Angeles Basin Economic Impact Study that we released, the industry supported more than 83,400 jobs and had a total output of about $8.9 billion to our local economy. I think sometimes we, as a region, we get distracted by everything that's happening, and so everyone's focused on Hollywood, which is amazing, it's so important, but sometimes we forget about some of the really important industry that's driving this entire region, whether it's bioscience, whether it's aerospace and defense, whether it's our trade and logistics, and of course, as this industry is continue to grow, the sports and entertainment sector. So with that said, the report has a lot more information, including after COVID, that number in terms of economic impact went up by over $1 billion in 1 year, because during COVID, so many of these activities were restricted. So now with 11 professional teams, which I'll talk about, sports team, talk about a bit later, and also our NCAA Division I championship teams that are located here, it's creating a huge economic impact for this entire region. And Los Angeles will be hosting a number of different events, and I promise our partners and our friends at LA Rams, I won't go through the full list that they're going to be able to share with us, but we're so excited that we will continue to be the sports and entertainment capital of the United States over the next 20, 30 years. But I do want to highlight one thing though. Everybody's looking at 2028, which is amazing. The Olympic and Paralympic Games will be coming back to LA for the third time, right? But I want us to look beyond 2028. I want you to look at 2039, because as Maria will be coming up talking about all those different events, we have things scheduled in LA until 2039 when the US Open Golf Championship will be coming back to LA again. So just a taste of what can happen over the next decade or so. But we need to make sure we're tying these sports events with our sports teams, with our NCAA championship team, with all the aspect of what sports entertainment is into one solid sector so we can focus on growing the sector. But what does that mean for Los Angeles, and how can we enhance sports and crowd mobility infrastructure? Is Los Angeles ready for the FIFA World Cup in 2026 or the Olympic Games in 2028 or the US Open in 2039? And how can we ensure that the sports and infrastructure projects are able to meet demand and also enhance our local communities? You'll hear answers and insights on this and much, much more. And it will be teeing up for a great conversation outside later on when we're having drinks and food. These conversations do not happen by themselves, so I would like to thank our partner, the California State University Dominguez Hills, for their foresight in bringing these conversations to the public and serving as a Future Forums series presenting sponsor for the 6th year. So thank you once again. CSU Dominguez Hills is a diverse, welcoming community of learners and educators collaborating to change lives and communities for the better. With strong academic programs, dedicated faculty mentors, supportive staff, and many campus amenities, CSU Dominguez Hills is committed to connecting students to a high-quality and transformative education while providing communities with a vital resource for diverse talents, knowledge, skills, and leadership needed to thrive today and tomorrow.
Go Toros!
Go Toros! Dr. Parham couldn't join us today, but he's truly the driving force behind this unique series. We planned with him the topic of discussion, the various industries that we should cover in the future. So thank you, Dr. Parham, and we look forward to seeing you at the next event. I also want to extend a huge thank you to our host sponsor, UCLA. Again, what an amazing, amazing theater here. Jennifer Palakides and also Duane Muller, we cannot be here without your support and your support throughout the entire last year and the previous years as well. So thank you for allowing our guests to be one of the first to enter this historic gym here in Los Angeles. I also want to thank our event sponsor, Verizon Wireless. Thank you, Randall Hernandez, for your bold leadership and support to this Future Forum. And I want to acknowledge some of our amazing LIBC board members that are here today. You've seen some of the partners that we have here already are all our board members, whether it's Dominguez Hills, whether it's UCLA, whether it's Verizon. But Ron Frierson from Amazon, our vice chair, is here with us today, as well as Holly Bazzotti, our chair, should be here soon if she's not here already. But without them and their support and their guidance, these topic of discussion won't happen. So thank you so much, board members, for being with us today. Okay, so now, with that, I'm very, very excited to introduce our first speaker, Chris Manriquez, the Vice President for Information and Technology and Chief Information Officer of the California State University, Dominguez Hills, as our presenting sponsor and our first speaker. Chris, welcome.